Hi everyone! If you're new here, my name is Sally and I'm a mixed media artist in Australia, and recently I've been talking a little bit more about my decision to cancel my subscriptions to the overseas art subscription boxes for a couple of different reasons. One is financial reasons. The Australian dollar is not so great, and converting it to euros or British pounds is just heinous and not really sustainable for me. For health reasons, I don't work full time, I just do a few days a week. Having to outlay such a huge amount of money for art subscription boxes just isn't doable for me anymore. I've also always been very conscious of the fact that the products are being shipped to me from the other side of the world, and the impact that has. While I love trying new supplies and getting things that I probably wouldn't have purchased on my own, I don't use them all, and so I'm very conscious of overconsumption and all that sort of thing. Now, while I do donate the supplies that I know that I won't use in future, I still think about this, and I still think about quite a lot about how I don't want to be irresponsible and seem to be promoting overconsumption at all on this channel. That's just not what I do. So I did find an alternate mini art subscription service that's local to me in Australia. Now, this is available only for Australian addresses, so sorry if you're wanting to sub to this if you're overseas. But this is a brand, a family-owned business out of Sydney, I believe. And it's a paint company. I am a painter. I'm a mixed media artist, but I'm always going to use paint. One supplier that I'm never, ever, ever not going to use is paint. So, and it's also only once every 2 months. And it's also a tenth of the price of the last overseas art subscription box that I had for the year. So all of those things were tick, 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 win, win, win. And I just got my second package. So let's open it up and paint something. This feels a lot different to the first one that I got. It feels like there's, I think, 2 things in here. Okay. Ooh. So we got our little box of paints. Collapsible brush washer. I don't have one of these. How exciting. Got a little sponge in the bottom of it. You can flatten it up. So this will be good. I'm actually going to do some plein air painting. I was talking about this after I did my Matisse Masters study. I was really inspired to get out into my local area because it's so beautiful up here. It's just that we're in the middle of winter and it's been so cold. The weather's been terrible on the days that I've had off work. So I haven't been able to do it yet, but in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping to get out there. So this will be good to take along with me. Now let's open up the little box of paints. Okay. Alrighty, what have we got this time? We have a sample paint, Rose Madder. Oh, Mars Black. Acrylic paint. We have Rose Madder, which is a sample color. I love being able to test out these new unreleased shades. The company actually emails us and asks us for feedback as well, which is really nice. It's really nice to be able to use these unreleased products and give them real life experience, real life feedback. I love that they're wanting that from the artists. And we have Mars Black acrylic color as well. Awesome. Our medium is a gel medium, MM4 gel medium. I'm going to have to look that up and see exactly what this is and how to use it. But I'm really excited to swatch out these colors and make another painting. It was kind of stiff, but I finally got the paint washer open to its full size, and I think that's going to be a good one to take plein air painting with me. I thought I'd just swatch the paints out in one of my sketchbooks, and these little tubes come with a little foil seal on them which you have to pierce. So I just grab a pair of tweezers, and you have to do it very carefully because the paint does sort of pop out the top if you're not careful. Echo loves to play with the cap. Everything's a toy to her. So our two colours this month are the Mars Black. They're both acrylic paints. And Mars Black is a really warm black shade. And then we have Rose Madder, and this is a test batch based on the Rose Madder pigment Violet 19, which is a vibrant, warm pinkish red. This colour is derived from the roots of the madder plant and was historically used in art and textiles. However, this version is far more stable and permanent and offers very good light fastness. The Rose Madder has a transparent tone with a slightly purplish undertone, making it an ideal choice for creating delicate luminous washes or blending into more intense hues. And the Mars Black has a high rating for opacity, light fastness, and permanence. And it has that warm brownish undertone. So it was a perfect one to mix in with the Rose Madder. Then I decided to grab the two paints from the previous box 2 months ago and just swatch them out as well and mix them in with the two new shades. So we've got the Australian Sky Blue and the purple. And the sky blue with the Rose Madder was just this gorgeous, vibrant violet. Just such a stunning paint colour. As far as the medium goes this month, it can be used either as a glaze that dries clear with a high gloss finish or mixed into your paint. And you can see that here, it's got that beautiful shine when it dries. I've not experimented with mediums before, and it's really cool to have some to play with and see how I can get different effects with my paint. I feel like I'm such an ugly swatcher. Like, I watch people's videos and they do such aesthetic swatches, but mine, it's just messy, but it's really cool to see what you can mix together with just two shades. This is the painting that I did with the last box, and I really want some more of these little clay board panels to paint on because I absolutely loved painting on that surface. But today I'm going to use the Arches oil paper. Now this is a beautiful thick paper made from 100% cotton, so the effect is going to be very different than the first piece. But I have this vision of all of these eye paintings being a series, so I want them to be the same size. So I just used the clay board from last time as a template and cut out a piece of paper that's the same size to paint on. I actually have a whole Pinterest board that's just eye references, and coincidentally, a lot of the ones that I've previously saved do have these dramatic black and red eye looks. So I just went to that to get something for inspiration. I grabbed a Prismacolor Color Erase pencil to sketch, and now we are ready to paint. And I'm also really enjoying this paper paint palette that I got. I found it really cheap in like a, I don't know if everyone overseas has these like $2 shops where it's like a discount store with really cheap, just cheap stuff. And I found this in the art supply section, and I've been loving using it because it's got like a coated finish and the paints don't dry really quickly on it. As I mentioned in the intro, Derivan are a family-owned and operated Australian company, and they manufacture here as well. They do not use any animal products or derivatives, with the exception of ivory black. While not made from actual ivory, it is still made from burnt bones, which are a byproduct from abattoirs, and some colours in their watercolour range include honey. The company also conducts extensive research into their packaging, designing packaging that can be reused and introducing an eco pack of paint that is kind of like a wine cask container and designed for easy pouring. They have a compostable refillables range, recycle extensively. They've moved their factory away from natural gas to solar, and they also use sustainable transport practices. It's an absolute pleasure to throw my support behind this brand. None of this is sponsored, by the way. I just wanted to tell you all how cool they are. It's important to me personally to make ethical spending decisions, and I'm happy to share it with you. So basically what I'm doing with this painting, like I did the last time, I'm just using these two colors to do the entire piece. I will go in at the end with a touch of white just to do some highlights, but everything is going to be done with just these two colors. And I really, really love working with a limited palette in this way and seeing how you can change the tones and values depending on how much water you add to the paint and how much of each color you mix together. And it's really cool to see what you can come up with and just how many variations you can come up with just with the limitations of two colors. So every 2 months when I get a box, I'm going to do a new eye painting just using the two shades. And then at the end of the year, I want to use all of the colors that I've collected so far to do one piece and see what I can come up with everything that I've got. So I wanted to have a little chat about some thoughts that I've been having lately about the channel and the direction I want it to go. I've spoken a couple times lately about how I'm not a YouTuber who does art, but I'm an artist who posts to YouTube. And that's because this existence of content creation doesn't always sit comfortably alongside my art creation. And it's something that I find my mind wandering to more often lately. These two things, art creation and content creation, to me personally, are sometimes wildly different. I don't make art because I want to create content. I make art because I have to. It's what I'm trained in. It's what I've done my whole life. It's the thing that makes my soul happier than anything else. And I'll be completely honest, sometimes taking myself out of the immersion of just me and a paintbrush to think about camera angles, edits, views, it just takes a little bit of the magic out of it. And I guess I could just film the finishing touches, spend more time painting and film the ending, but I just don't think that would make very satisfying viewing for any of you. Unfortunately, as artists, content creation is just part of having a presence online. And I truly do enjoy sharing my process, connecting with you all and talking about inspiration and the things that are important to me and you. I think about how turning art into content has allowed the normalization of using AI, how the algorithm is an impossible thing to chase, always changing, always demanding more and more of us, just so that we can share what we make. And I kind of hate it so much. I very rarely post to Instagram these days, mostly because of ethical reasons. I have experienced firsthand the censorship on that app due to speaking against genocide for the last almost 700 days. I worry about the latest incredibly scary location sharing feature. I think Meta's huge data centers are incredibly damaging to the environment, and I just think Zuckerberg is a terrible person. I actually highly recommend you read Careless People, A Story of Where I Used to Work by former Meta employee Sarah Wynne Williams, if any of what I'm saying resonates with you. And I say all of this to say it's part of the decisions that I've been making about this channel. So I started a new job recently, and being in office has left me pretty exhausted. I'm kind of tired all the time, just with various ongoing health issues, and I've been coming home from work and just unable to really do anything other than make dinner and watch some comfort shows, which leaves me only a few days a week to attend various medical appointments, make 2 zines and art for my Ko-fi members each month, complete art commissions, make art for the channel, and make art for myself. A bunch of art that I make you don't even see. I'm finding myself more and more pushing that work aside to keep on my regular schedule here, but also finding myself not having the time to make more in-depth videos that I've been wanting to make. I mentioned earlier about the master study art history video that I made about Clarice Beckett, and when I made that video, I said this. Maybe one a month or one every 6 weeks could be absolutely achievable. As you can see, I made that video 3 months ago and I haven't yet made a second one. So considering all of these things, making time to focus on my paid art opportunities, my day job, the upkeep of my health, having adequate time to make the kinds of videos I really want to make, and finally working on a body of work that is more personal to me, I'm going to change my schedule to upload one video every 2 weeks going forward. Same day and time, just every second Wednesday instead. I hope you all understand. I really believe in quality over quantity and putting my art first. Not having just one day to complete a piece so I have time to edit, write scripts, do voiceovers, and all the rest will only make my channel better. I truly believe this. Might this kill the channel because I'm not feeding the algorithm as much? Maybe. But I can't make decisions based on that because it's my artwork that will ultimately suffer, and my art is the most important thing to me. If the entire internet went away, I would still be painting. I want to apply to be in more group shows. I want to build a body of work that can be exhibited. I want to enter art competitions, and I'll have more time to do live streams, which I really enjoy. Making the zine is really important to me. My supporters on Ko-fi have truly helped me through some tough times in the last 18 months, and all of that needs to be a priority. And I think slowing down with the uploads here will allow me to bring you on those journeys with me as well, because I won't be limited to just one day to film. I hope you all understand. I want to thank you in advance for all your support so far and ongoing. I have met some amazing folks through this channel, and I want to reiterate, making less videos is definitely not about you, it's me. And here is my finished painting with the Rose Madder and the Mars Black. I would love to know what you think. You can see the medium I had with the first box was this textured impasto, which gave that really chunky texture. And with this one, we've got that gloss finish. Please let me know which one is your favorite. I think they make a really striking pair, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what I get in the next box and what color palette we have to play with that. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked this video, and consider subscribing to the channel for more art stuff. Also hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time I upload, because it might not be every Wednesday going forward. I think it's going to be every second Wednesday. I just want to put out the best, most entertaining videos I can without being rushed. And I think it'll be better for the channel if I slow down, take my time, and do a video every second week. It is what it is. Let me know which eye is your favorite. I'm gonna go to my art supply store and see if I can get some more samples of this clay board, because I love painting on this. Just a different kind of vibe, different kind of textures. But I would love to know which is your favorite. I'm looking forward to having a whole collection of these, and having a little bit more time available means I'll be able to actually update my shops. So, because I never have time to do that. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to my thoughts and feelings on everything, and all your ongoing support. I know I have a few subscribers here who are also chronically ill, and you get it, and much solidarity with all of you. You are all amazing. I appreciate you so much. Thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.